Miss Walsh here, and today we're going to do the second problem in 1.10 on page 28. It's very similar to the first, so you can pause it and read it for the length of the video. I just went straight to the first step, okay? But this was basically the total cost, and then they wanted the Anzahlung, I think it's in German, the initial deposit of 15%. 7 years, 8%, all that good stuff. So I've already entered in that the actual principal amount of the loan is going to be 85%. Again, you can do 15% and subtract it. Let's get moving. So what they need now is they need the monthly repayments, okay? So they need the PMT. Okay, so let's go here. And what we're going to do here is this is going to be, this is going to be 7 years monthly. So type in 7 times 12, there's your 84. 8%. Our initial amount of the loan, or principal amount, as they sometimes say, is going to be this. And we need the payments, okay? So if you just hit solve, then you see that you get 5961, sorry. So 5961. Grab that for you. Remember to always show your work. That's where the method points come in, because you could press something wrong, and some of you will. Sorry, it's the truth. But at least you can get a method mark for like the correct awareness of the information, okay? All right, compute the total loan repaid. Alrighty, well, if I'm gonna pay, you probably know to do this as well. So if you want to, you can just pause it, get the answer, skip forward, take a break from Miss Walsh's voice. We all need a break from Miss Walsh's voice. All right. Just like notice that, you know, on a loan of 382,000, you're paying back over $500,000. So interest is, it's an effective way to make money. Okay, so the company now, instead of later, can we just put this as instead? Because later is a problem because they never tell us when. So we'll just say the company instead decides to make the monthly payments of 2,000 instead of the above. Okay, so this is going to be our new payment. Okay, determine how many months. So again, we are going to need N here. All right, to the handy TVM. So this is no longer like this. So what's going to happen now? They're going to pay 2,000 more. So you're going to add 2,000 onto what they were paying before, and that's actually going to be 7961.73. Okay, so PMT is now going to be 7961. Okay, obviously that's going to take less time. We're still paying off the loan, still the same loan. How long does it take? It's going to take 58.8 months, which means that it's going to be 59 months. Okay, good. So D, here's the tricky part. So now we need to calculate the smaller repayments, okay? So remember, method 1 is just do the last months, okay? Again, you can do it from the amortization, last month, and accrued or amortized. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do method 2 first because I don't have to enter all the information, okay? So let's suppose that we're going to pay this for 59 months, okay? 59 months. This is the loan. This is my payment. How much is my future value? So what I'm gonna that means that the bank has of my money 0.66. Okay, so this is the overpayment. And actually our payment was 79. That was the payment that we made, right? We're taking the regular payment. And then this is what the bank ended up. That's not part of the loan or the interest. So we're going to go 61, 73, 71, 27, and so we end up with 834.07, right? So that's actually quite a bit smaller than the 7 something. Okay, let's do it now the other way. So remember, the other way is like just figure out what's going on with the last payment. It's just the last payment. Your present value then is going to be, what's our present value? Okay, we're going to get to 0. We're not going to make any payment. And we are going to get to 0. And then our PMT, where is it? It should be, oh, yes, Miss Walsh is stupid. Okay, we have to figure out the value of the last payment first, okay? So find the last payment. Okay, so our last payment, that's if we make, so we're going to make 58 payments, and we're still going to be making this thing, so we're going to be paying minus 7961.73. And so what you'll see, if it's 58, then this is how much we still have to pay. So to pay is going to be 828.55, okay? But remember, you still need to add interest on it, okay? So I'll take this. And so now what we can do is now we can figure out that last payment. Hey, I'm just gonna pay this once, and I still have to pay off 828.55, but it's gonna make interest on it. So how much am I actually gonna owe? 834.07. So with amortization, it's going to be, and it matches, 834.07. I personally like this way better. I don't know, but the overpayment is also fine if you like that. Whatever. Or you do both on the test and then you see why they match, or they don't match and then you sit there and cry. Okay, alrighty, so we got the same answer. So this is your actual last payment. Remember not to give the negative in the answer, okay? Hence, calculate how much it is. I'm just going to put the answer down for this because it's pretty easy, right? You figured out what this was, and now for this, you would just take your payments. Okay, fine, I'll just do it. So you would take this thing, and then you are making that 58 times, and then you have your tinier last one, 79, 61.73 times 58, and then plus 834. And so you end up with less. Duh, as you should, because you've been working hard paying that off. So now find the difference between, let's make this green, between what you would have paid with this minus what you would have paid with this, and then you end up with 500,785.32 minus 4626 14.41. $38,000 you save. It's not too bad. It's like a whole car. It's like 2 of Miss Walsh's Opals. Okay, so that's it. I hope it makes sense. Go practice.